TruVue podcast.
A bunch of different views.
The boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny. Yeah.
Son,
You know what I'm saying? They really speak their truth. What the hell was that?
you're. What it do? What the business is? What's good?
What thou business is?
What if thou business
What is thou business?
is this?
What if thou
ill.
bestoweth the business?
What? Oh shit! The bestoweth the thine business upon thee. 'Tis the truth of the views of the podcastieth. This business. This shit. Bringing it the barber shoppeth to the boxeth office.
Barber shop.
God damn, I'm gonna spit all over the damn place. Yeah, truth revieweth. Podcastieth.
All right. I don't know what that is. But I'm Jay, your humble minstrel.
Whoa!
Minstrel? Minstrel. Look it up. It's an entertainer in medieval
Like the
times.
cycle?
Stop it. No,
right.
look it up. It's an entertainer in medieval
No,
times.
they're-
Usually a musician.
That's an
Usually a
elite
musician.
musician.
But I am
Elite
a linguistic.
It's
man
finna
of
get
an
bloody in
authority.
this.
You got that
A
blue
man
blonic
with
blood, huh?
Woo!
You be your own people. You can't shine for shit on the podcast. You know what? When you want to do, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have some pre-production, post-production.
Plea
We're gonna have
production.
a conversation right now. Right?
Bleep.
Let me just tell you something. If you are doing a podcast, make sure it's with friends that you trust.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
Because they will not let you be great. I had a great intro plan. I don't know what it was, but I had it planned. It was in
It
my
was
head.
menstrual.
I'm Jay. I'm here. Start the fucking podcast. Let's just go. I'm done with you. All of you. Every last fucking one of you.
That's the wrong movie, Jay. You putting cases on all our asses.
You motherfuckers, y'all gonna be podcasting in Pelican Bay when I'm done with you.
Yeah, you.
Oh God. Oh,
There
my
you
God.
go.
What's
Fucking
good,
God.
people? We back
I
again,
can't wait
man.
to get to the crown. Oh my fucking God.
You know what it do. This your boy Zoe. I think this is gonna be a funny episode, man. Let's buckle the seatbelts and see where it takes us.
Oh man.
My lords.
And
Welcome
ladies.
to the TruVue podcast. And we thank it's you
Ooh,
for cometh along
coming. Yeah.
and joineth us in such a joyous celebration
Mm-hmm.
of cinematic magistry.
Wow.
It is I, grown man MJ.
'Tis thee.
It is thee. And we are here with the lords. Let's get
Let the kingdom say true.
True facts.
Stop it. Okay. All right.
Facts.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
Facts.
in case you didn't know, this week on the TruVue podcast, I don't know why I you know, sometimes we do things and I don't know how it ends up there, but it happens, right? So
Man,
this week
many
we
a night.
are reviewing.
Many a night. What?
I know I got a few of them bitches. Love my wife. Love my wife. All right. We are reviewing the Tragedy of Macbeth, which is currently streaming on the one, the only, the Godzilla of them all, Apple Plus or Apple TV Plus. All right. So what is the tragedy?
I don't know if they
Huh?
Godzilla, but
They
Yeah.
are they're
They
the
coming
Goliath
up.
of streaming.
They coming up. Apple
They
TV got some slappers.
They got some slappers, bro.
Yeah,
That's
they
why
over
Netflix is throwing
Are they
money
bigger
at
than
it.
HBO Max right now? Or are they?
Nah, HBO shitting on everybody.
No, but what they do have on HBO Max is the fucking quality. They have way more UHD and 4K streamable shows than HBO does.
That don't matter to me. Shit. I grew up with the pliers on the TV, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Click,
what?
click,
You know what?
click, click, click,
You know
click.
what? You're in a better
That was
place
the
now,
top
Mike.
one.
I've seen your.
That was the top one.
You're in a
Yeah,
better place. Stop it.
You had to watch Showtime with the
Listen,
lines on the screen.
You're not in that same. Hey, no.
Just
No
listen.
one here is in that same place anymore. Stop it. Stop it, guys.
That's the bottom. The bottom one. The top one was click, 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 and then you go to the bottom now. And then,
Yep, I remember that, but we're
And
not in
then
that same
you don't
place.
let you have to slap it a few times. You know what I'm saying?
oh, boy.
I love how motherfuckers can blow smoke like that and then still act like they struggle. Like that was
It was hard work
ability.
stealing cable back in the day, Jay. It ain't as easy as it is today. It was very hard to steal this
What was
cable.
his name? Shavu?
I don't even know who you talking about. Who is that?
Oh yeah, my bad. Hey, we know who you are. Stay the fuck out of Illinois.
He can't hear us no more, Jay.
Okay, all right, moving along. So the tragedy of Macbeth. A Scottish lord becomes convinced by a trio of witches that he will become the next king of Scotland. Why does everybody want to be the king of Scotland? Didn't fucking what's his name? What's the dude that went off on the Jews back in the day? Mel Gibson. Didn't Mel Gibson want to be the king? Wasn't he? Isn't that what Okay, never mind.
No,
His
I don't think
ambitious.
that's what Braveheart was about.
Yeah, I thought that was
What?
Braveheart
Say
was
that again.
about.
I missed it. What?
Wasn't Braveheart about like them trying to stop the British from invading? And
No, the only other person I knew what wanted to be the king of Scotland was
Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker. Yeah.
Forrest He was the last.
Him and that eye, man. Him and
The
that eye.
last king.
Anyway, his ambitious wife will do anything to
Whoa!
support him.
You called it a B word.
Ambitious?
Whoa!
Do you know how English works?
'Tis I. Hark now, hear the angels sing.
All right, man. His ambitious wife will do anything to support him in his plans to seizing power. Moving quite along, we're gonna get you hooked on phonics. Where do we want to start off, ladies and gentlemen? In case you haven't noticed, I've been drinking.
That's probably why you
drinking.
actually got
I've
through
been
it.
drinking.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that's why he got
because my wife like a surfboard. How do
like a
can I use
snowboard?
her,
Hold on.
or does she have to surfboard me? How does that work?
Whoa.
I need her to be my surfboard. Like I need to be the surfboard and she rides me. Oh yeah, now that makes sense, guys. I don't know.
Nigga, you can't bop after that. After that statement, you can't just bop after that statement.
I can bop after that.
You can't.
Women
You
need to be
So
empowered.
wait.
I can't wait till Jay's.
Wait.
I can't wait till Jay's daughter starts using slang. He not gonna know what the fuck is going on.
Bro. That's just not clicking to you after 4 or 5 years.
Huh?
Gee.
That's just now clicking to you after 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, like it clicked.
So that song is like 8-9 years old.
I'm gonna say, ain't it older than that?
Are we not off that? I said it clicked.
That song was out when I met my girl, dog.
Damn.
Surfboard.
Again, I said it clicked. I just got a little turned around. You know, it's
whoa.
Not turned out, turned around.
Whoa.
There's a difference.
Not the way you was using that surfboard. You don't want to say I got turned around.
Because if you put her like on her back, right, and let's say these are her legs, and then you just do that with it, and then you slide right in between here, and then plop the cheeks up, you could like
everybody that's listening. This is why y'all got to go over to the YouTube page. You got to go to the YouTube page to really get the. Y'all go to TruVuePodcast.com and you go to the YouTube page, TruVue Podcast, baby. We out here. We doing our thing.
We'll never be great until we all move in unison. I just want you to.
Whoa. I ain't moving in no unison over there. You keep your surfboard.
You keep all your boards to yourself.
You stay in your ocean. I'm going to stay in my ocean. It's fine.
All right. Anyway.
Really, nigga?
Who has that drop? I need that drop to go away. Whoever has that drop, please stop using that shit when I talk. So the flavor smacking, right?
Oh yeah, I love the flavor on this.
It was beautiful slappers, man. Like every scene seemed to have like this thunderous roar. Can I roar?
Whoa.
Roar.
There it is. That's what we was looking
roar.
for in the synopsis. We was looking for all of that shit.
Like the enunciation. I just don't like how my lips will look when I say roar. Like, why do they have to go up? Anyway, but it had this thunderous.
That first R weak as hell. War. That first R weak as hell.
So how do you say
He
the
was
word?
Wario as hell.
War.
He said warrior.
Yeah, warrior.
It ain't that funny. It wasn't that funny.
He said warrior.
It was not that funny. It wasn't that funny. I don't know why y'all still laughing. Anyway, nah, don't say my bad now. Fuck out of here, Zo. You ain't copping no please on this side. Fuck you. Anyway, shit. Motherfucking.
You done fucked them all up.
Can we get back to it? People don't listen to us laugh all the fucking. Come on now. Come on, guys. Chop, chop.
Gee.
Where were we? No, but I love how I love the isolation in how it was shot, as far as like having each character almost have like a monologue between each scenes, and then with it you have this backdrop of just this like ominous kind of like war drums, it seemed like, where you knew something was going to happen, and you saw it a lot more when Macbeth himself, Denzel, who was played by Denzel, like when you saw him on the screen, your subwoofer in your surround sound was going to get a nice little workout in that moment, you know. And I like that, like the vibrations that came from that, I thought was really good, and it definitely kept you captivated, whether or not the dialogue was going to do that for you or you were into the scene.
I don't know. For me, Jay, I didn't get a lot of that, and I didn't necessarily hate the flavor in this, but it really just didn't. It didn't grab me as much, I would say. To me, the flavor for me lasted a lot more in the language, in the speaking, in the monologues.
Oh, I see what you're saying, because they had like the rhythm in how they spoke.
The rhythm and how
okay.
each person talked, and the frequencies they would use and go in and out of low tones to high tones. I found that to be more of the flavor, and I found myself, kind of, dancing on the words more so than
That's why
paying
niggas with
attention
accents
more to the
get
background.
easier. That's why niggas with accents get pussy easier. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a rhythm to that and a cadence to
They only get pussy easier in America. They don't get pussy in their own city.
They don't need to. They don't need to. They just need to fly out. Like, once you can.
Yeah, you can come out here and fuck you. You can come out here and fuck you a dirty foot, dusty bitch with no problem. It's okay.
We hit a nerve. A nigga from England done stole one of your bitches. We hit a nerve.
I be in the hotel, bro. You gotta understand. I be in the hotel, and I see this shit happen. I'm like, you goofy bitch. This nigga's a bum. This nigga just asked for a cup of water and shit.
You gonna be on the next Netflix special. That's what he does. You won't gonna be on Netflix.
Oh God, my bad, Zo. I didn't mean to step all over your shit, but it was right there. All right, what were you saying, bro?
No, I was gonna say I'm more along the side of what Mike is saying. I kind of got more of the score, from the delivery of the actors, and I think the music itself kind of played a background to that on purpose. It's like, they were scoring the emotion of what was said instead of the action of what they were doing.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
But at the same token, I felt the scoring was rich in sound. Like, they used great sounds, the perfect instruments to go with those words. To give my shout out, this one was scored by Carter Burrell. I think him and his team went crazy, specifically on the string instrumentation. I felt that was the biggest part of the score.
That's what's up. I'm sorry, Zoe. Your mouth was still moving. I didn't know if you was done talking or not. Oh, yeah, man. No, I'm in agreement with with Mike and Zoto. I found I got more out of the simplicity of everything. The subtle things that they caught. The scenes where they're walking through the fields and stuff, you can hear the gravel. You can hear the eerie wind,
Yes.
the flapping of wings for those three old crows or whatever.
Do not just brush over those three. I don't mean to cut you, but like I don't want to brush over the wind aspect because I feel like they use that a lot.
Yes.
Like there was a lot of echoes, a lot of like just swirling and just in my mind at least just created this this suspense of like what's gonna happen next, and that's how it kind of captivated me.
What
As
what
I said,
was awesome?
my score.
What was awesome though? They did. I think they shot this on a echo chamber, like a
I can
sound,
see that. Yeah. I can
which
see
was
that. That
cool,
makes
man.
sense.
Like I thought it caught up. Like it was the subtle shit. I mean, along with everything else, like it brought it together. But that subtle shit that they were doing, man, it was awesome. It made you focus more on the dialogue, riding the rhythm of the dialogue and stuff, because Shakespeare's shit was poetic.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I mean they definitely added texture with that subtle shit. But I don't know, them swirls and shit was kind of, they wasn't really hitting me right. Like you niggas ain't never lost your furnace in the wintertime. Them swirls have a whole different
Ah,
embrace to you, you know what I'm saying?
good job,
How traumatic was this? Yo, no, we need to have a therapy session. Like, how traumatic was this for you, Mike? Like,
Bruh,
whose
I was in
phone is
college,
that?
dog. I was in
Whose
college,
phone?
dog, and I stayed in the trailer, homie. And
I remember that.
College?
We
On
had some good
purpose?
yeah,
times. We had some good times though.
in college, bro, and I stayed in the trailer, bro. And in Southern Illinois, that was the lick, dog. You can get you a trailer for the low and make some moves. You had damn near 2 bedrooms in the trailer. But
What?
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, my furnace went out in the wintertime, bro. And I was down, bro. I was down bad. And them swirls of the wind, bro, they hit a little different when you ain't got that furnace kicking on to combat it, bro. I'm just trying to tell you.
God damn it.
Can we
Yeah, this nigga LaMail in the group text or something.
yeah, like, can we figure out
It
what's
ain't
going
even
on?
me, man. It ain't even me.
This
God,
motherfucker,
dog.
this motherfucker posted his dinner and shit. Everybody commenting on it.
Ain't even
Yo,
eat yet. My
Mel-
dinner, my dinner was three tacos from Taco Bell, actually.
this motherfucker could post like 3 farts and it'll get 100 likes. I don't know how many people he knows. Like it doesn't make no
Hey,
sense.
man, I never come up short on that shit.
Shout but shout it, shout but shout it, shout, 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 shout but shout it, shout but shout it, shout but shout it, shout, 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 shout but shout it.
Hey, that shit was too on
That was
cue,
perfect
man.
time. Perfect timing.
Oh my
I
god!
think I kicked this one off.
All right, go ahead.
Man, even though this one is
We changing the just because you change the tone don't mean that we won't hear it.
That wasn't me.
Turn
That
off-
wasn't me. God damn it.
damn, you totally missed that one, Jay.
Oh, I got it. I got it. Damn it, Mike.
Hey, what you sipping on, man?
A lot of Jameson. It is
Oh shit!
what I may or may not or may have said. All of the above.
What?
Wow.
What
Nothing.
was you saying, so?
But yeah, I think the view I'm about to bring up, I think it's both Short Bus and Look at Me in one.
Okay.
But with a lot of the different sets and scenes, I felt it lacked realism. For instance, when the witch was out in the cold, or when any of the actors were out in the cold, you couldn't see any cold air or hot air rather, coming from their mouths. They're supposed to be freezing cold. I felt they kind of went a little bit too far on the Shakespeare part to where it lacked realism in certain areas.
You ever been to a play?
Yeah, but it's a film though.
Yeah, but it's a play. Like, I think that was the genius thing about it. I get what you're saying. Right? Like, but I think the point in that is because that's why actors do plays and do theaters, because it forces you. You knew they were cold without seeing the frost come from their breath, and that is everything in
I
inflection of
get
your
what you're saying.
voice, the rhythm, and then they got to do that with Old English. You see what I'm saying? Not
Man,
the drink, just the
not the
language.
drink. Not the
But
drink.
not the drink. But shout out to high school. Um, hey, Bottles. I don't know if you're still living, but appreciate you, my G. Um, but yeah, so with those kind of things, like in a play, like you need to be able to translate that or
Show
like
it. You have
communicate
to
that
show it
to
in
the
other
audience.
ways. Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
don't
get what
need.
you're saying.
I get what you're saying, but like to me, I thought that was probably one of the dopest aspect of this film is how
Hmm.
they were able to bring live theater to the masses in streaming it. I saw no difference in this than watching a concert in the metaverse, honestly. But I didn't mean to step all over your point in the short bus, but
Yeah, you did, nigga. You was sitting back waiting on. Look, he gonna take a sip after he said, "I ain't mean to do this shit."
You say it's like seeing a concert in the metaverse.
You got your account set up in the metaverse already?
hell no, I ain't going in that bitch. I just be talking, so I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. It just
Already in it,
Hey
man.
man,
We already in it, bro.
Zoe, don't do not encourage this motherfucker.
what?
We are like we're not going down.
Nah, hey, listen. No, listen.
Listen.
It is some very. If you get in the metaverse right now and network with the right people, you're liable to be a millionaire very soon.
I'm liable to go to jail. This bitch is talking about getting gang raped in the fucking metaverse. They locking people up. Like I can't go in there. I'm gonna show up with an avatar named Freaky J.
Hey,
I'm
them all
fucked.
the GTA motherfuckers, bro. Like just doing dumb shit in there. That's all that is.
We talking about gang raping a bitch, dumb shit.
In the metaverse, G.
Did you just sigh at me? Like what is happening?
Hey, it's the metaverse, man. It's not real. I'm
You
just
gotta
like, what are we
take-
talking about here? Let's get back to the movie.
Bro,
Yeah.
you can't even text in the metaverse, Jay.
You can't what?
If
can't even
somebody
have
if
sex
somebody
in the metaverse.
messages you in the metaverse, they could be taken as rape if you didn't want to receive the message.
No.
Let's not go down this rabbit hole. Let's get
Hold on.
back on.
Wait, yeah, let's
Nah,
get
he going somewhere else. All right. Buster you. Come on.
Yeah. I was like, come on back.
All right. Meg, yo, take his machine away, bro. Take his machine where wifey at? Like, tell her to put the cornbread. Like, yo, can she send me some cornbread, bro? But tell her, like, no more. Take your machine away. Hide that shit. You don't need it anymore. Okay.
Short bus. Listen.
Shortcomings.
I think kind of what Zoe is saying has some credence to it. I mean,
absolutely
because like a lot of the Shakespeare movies that we have experienced have brought Shakespeare into the modern times and have used modern language and had modern scenery. And I think those adaptions are also just as dope. In this here for me though, I kind of agree with Jay where they set up the setting more like a play, and you saying that you're feeling like you're watching this in the metaverse. It kind of clicked with me when you said that, because it was something that you usually have to go to an actual setting and sit down and watch, but you're getting to watch this at home in a play like form, which I think is, like you said, it lends to the genius of the director and how he put this together. I don't know if that's a shortcoming for me or not. I don't know. Do you guys feel like the language though was a shortcoming for y'all, or was it something you were expecting going into it? Or
Yes.
See, for me, it wasn't, just because I'm a fan of that era and a fan of like a lot of the Shakespearean poetry that was written.
I
That
mean,
was
I
a
agree
question I
with.
was gonna ask too. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Jay.
No, I was gonna say I expected it, but it was still a shortcoming
Yeah,
for me. And the only reason why was because it's been a very long. It's been a minute, bro. Like it's been a minute since I've been exposed to that kind of language. Like the last time, if you think, for me, it was, and I'm not even saying like the last time I heard poetry of that level was 12 Years a Slave, but where people spoke in such a with such purpose and used words and vernaculars that were almost foreign to my day to day. Well, not even almost. We're 100% foreign to my day to day life, right? So
No, they're using words in like their full capacity. It's like they're
yeah,
not breaking
a
shit
non,
down at all.
there's
I,
no
I
slang.
think I think their approach was, them trying to go where Shakespeare, what I'm saying, went what he created, but I felt they just didn't do a good job with it as far as it being as clever as Shakespeare.
And I think that comes down
See,
to accents. I think, real quick, Mike, Mel, I think that comes down to accents because I feel as though Denzel doing Shakespeare sounding like a dude from Brooklyn at the bodega trying to sell you a Lucy is not going to hit, like it's not going to I'm sorry. It's not
transcend.
transcend, or it's not even going to be like it's not going to translate well. Like it's going to fuck up it's going to take your mind a little bit to adjust it. Like
See,
am I watching Inside Man? Am I watching, like what is happening here? And then his walk was still so fucking,
yeah, that
he,
walk that's
the
Denzel's
walk,
walk.
that's
That was
his
definitely
walk.
his
You
walk.
can't, you see
But
what immediately you got what I was saying? Like,
my whole pushback with it is the whole movie. I really enjoyed how they interpreted the characters because the way that they did certain scenes and the way they were talking in it, it wasn't normal, like the normal translation, should I say, of Shakespeare.
mhm.
uh like in certain ways that like when Denzel has his monologues and he putting certain inflections on certain things, he was highlighting different emotions that then would be portrayed if you're reading it because you're not really putting yourself in that mind state. But the way he did it, it take you into a whole nother, you like, oh shit, I ain't even peep it like that. That's cool how you did it.
Okay, you know
I
what?
see what you're saying.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, and that just made me think of it. You know what a resto mod is, like in cars, a restoration mod,
Yeah, I get what y'all trying to see. Nah,
and
that
that's
I'm not giving them that pass though,
no,
because
you
y'all
kind of have to.
they work so hard to do so much with the other characters. Some of the other characters didn't have none of that at all. You see
That's
what I'm
just
saying?
talent. That's
Yeah,
a
And
talent. I
Denzel
give
was
that's a
like,
talent. But
let me see him. Like, nah, nigga, it's supposed to be let me see his style soul or something like that, nigga. You supposed to say some wild shit,
let
nigga.
thou be presented
Yeah,
before me
yeah,
this immediate
yeah,
with immediate and urgency. Fly
yeah.
forth and grab him and bring him to me, or
I
some shit
don't
like
know.
that.
See,
Yeah.
way you just said it is the way I was hearing it in the movie, and that's why I was like, it's a lot of J speak that I'm hearing as I'm fucking watching this movie, dog, and that shit was getting difficult
J
at
talk.
certain times. And
it's J
yeah, and
Talk,
I just
J
had to
Time.
keep rewinding certain scenes, but I wanted to, but the movie itself though
I
was
hate you.
decent enough
I
where I
hate you
wanted
so
to
much.
hear it and wanted to grasp all of what was
Yeah,
being said.
and that's
Hey,
why, because when I first tried to watch it, it just wasn't hidden, and I said, okay, let me watch it again in the morning as a podcast host and see what I can do. And it hit for me different that time.
if you're out there and you're listening and you're hiring a podcast host,
Gee,
I am
your shit is fucking me up so your screen is fucking me up because you
because he
you giving
starts
me
and
kung fu
pauses.
vibes. Yeah, he giving me kung fu shit. But no,
No,
I hear everybody's take on it, man. I agree with everybody. I
that's the fucked up part. That's why I say it's a resto mod, right?
yeah,
So
Because
you was hearing Jay speak too then.
I
yeah.
gotta be.
I was some of the words. I was like, Jay probably
No,
writing
it's
all
Jay
these
speak
words
because you know
down.
how you get to talking Jay and like everybody on the pod just find something else to do. Like that's how I found myself watching the movie and shit. Like,
And you come with the craziest, most long lettered words. You know what I'm saying?
Again, if you're out there and you are hiring for a podcast, like in case you have, I just come here weekly to be bullied, is what happens. But it's all out of fucking love.
Hey,
Because if they don't treat you like this, your boys don't love you.
I
No,
did
but
say that Jaden wrote down a bunch of these fucking words. I was like, Jay gonna write that shit down. He gonna write that shit down. He gonna drop them shit on us.
Yo, when he was talking to old girl, right, his wife, he was, after he killed the king, and he came down the step, and he's like, and then does not thou made their love known, brethren? That entire line, I got that shit.
That's basically like, bitch, you don't love me.
I'm waiting. What? I'm gonna make a bitch fall on that shit, bro. Like,
hey, it was a lot of that shit. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yo,
they waiting for the husband to go to sleep so they can knock the boots. Like, wait, what's going on?
100%, 100%. B. That's what I'm talking about. It's
Didn't
like,
Eddie Murphy tell y'all that, man? That's okay. Just go to sleep. Go to sleep. That's all it was.
no, but like that was the issue that I had with Denzel, right? Because I felt like the delivery of his words and his body language just, I don't want to say it didn't match, but it fucked me up, right? Because it's like I'm watching. You remember how you said earlier, Mike? You said like the Shakespeare stories were always adapted into modern times. It was as if I'm watching him. Like it's a modern man, so his mannerisms, facial expressions. I immediately like this that point where he's talking to the two guys that was setting up his boy and his son to get whatever.
Mm-hmm.
When he's talking to them and they come back and he's like, "Yo, the son got away." The way he looked at him, I was like, "He's talking to Jake." That's the exact face he had when like he was talking to Jake, and I'm like, "Yo." When I see that and then I hear the words, that's why I say this was a resto mod, because it's like you're seeing the modern day physical embodiment, but the words are just not there, right? And
I think you've been doing
it was Romeo and Juliet. Remember Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah.
That's what this was, but it was all said. That perfect. That's what I got from this.
That was another Shakespeare movie.
Yeah.
I think Romeo and Juliet was a little harder than this, though.
Well, Romeo and Juliet, the story itself was harder than this, though.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Yeah, I say Romeo and Juliet harder than Macbeth. Dog.
Yeah, it's way harder than Macbeth.
We're on the shore bus, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's fucking get into it.
Yeah. So you feel like Macbeth is a better story than Romeo and Juliet?
Absolutely, bro. Like we talking about, because
so this shit was the equivalent of Capone, dog. This shit was Capone.
I give you that. I will give you that.
Who you're giving what? Who you're giving what? What are you talking about?
I give Mike. Yes, Mike hit this shit on the head with that.
With what?
The movie that we reviewed, Capone. Y'all go back to TruVue Podcast.
Yeah.
TruVuePodcast.com, where you can like, subscribe, share, and comment on all our old episodes we did.
Tom Hardy.
I don't think Jay was here for that one.
I don't think I was there for that, but I did see that movie. So you're saying that that Romeo and Juliet was like Capone, or you're saying this movie was
Macbeth.
Like
Macbeth
was like Capone? Nah, I was there for Capone, and I disagree. Capone to me was a letdown.
Capone was the.
Well, I'm not talking about as far as the movies being comparable. I'm talking about the story.
Inner turmoil. It was
the inner turmoil of somebody who was seeking power and wanting to stay on top and stay in control. That's what Macbeth was going through.
Losing their mind.
It's like, he was losing his mind.
But the difference,
power.
The difference between Capone and Macbeth is that Macbeth is more transferable at every level. Whether you are a garbage man trying to work your way up in the company, or you a corner boy, you understand the admiration of power, the want for power, the strive for power. This movie was the entire. But with Capone, the story that
but listen, hold up, Jay, hold up. Okay. Let me just jump in because you're missing a step in that. Okay. Because Capone, he had the same admiration for power. He got power, then he lost his mind.
Yeah.
Same with
As
Macbeth.
and I
Same
remember
with Macbeth. He had the same admiration for power. He got power, then he lost his mind.
and I see what you
In
did.
But
simplicity terms.
Okay,
my
well,
only
wait.
pushback on that, Mike, is I think he
Go
was
ahead.
losing his mind before he attained the power.
I think the
Mm,
way he attained the power caused him to lose his mind, which is
that's
No,
what
I
I
think
say.
I
I
think
think it's more what Jay saying because it
I
was
think
a
it's
battle of his morality,
morality
Yeah,
and it was a
versus
battle
his
of
ambition. It was a morality versus ambition, which
I
is
yeah.
think it was that vision. I think it was the lady put that vision on his ass.
so. Okay, go ahead. Let's hear about that. Well,
See,
don't
but I don't want to put that in the look at. I mean, yeah, I'm
don't
gonna
give.
put that in the look at me.
Okay,
But
all
yeah.
right.
we
But
gonna
you
tackle.
say it was the vision.
I think it was the vision.
All right, so we'll get back to your point in the look at me, but with the comparison between okay,
You got
I
to
shouldn't
see
have,
it.
I shouldn't have shut down the comparison, the similarities with Capone so soon, because I do understand in that both of them was the price of the power that you wished for, right?
Hmm.
And with Capone, I remember one of the things that we said was that it was almost like karmic payback for how he like his death was karmic payback, and his suffering was karmic payback for like how he had attained his power, unless I missed something. And I think we saw a little bit of that in Macbeth. The difference is Macbeth had outside influence in his wife or in the king's wife. And that to me was the other aspect. Like, you may want something, but then someone can convince you to go about achieving it in the ugliest way, in a way that you were contented waiting for it. And we can talk about that in the look at me, because I think there's some connection there
Well,
with
no, that's what
witches,
they say.
the power of the pussy.
No, not necessarily the power of the pussy. That's like
Man wanted to drop pussy in his
I
episode so bad. He was like, "Yeah, pussy."
not necessarily the
pussy,
power of the pussy. It's just like
pussy.
the unsatisfaction clause of women. You know what I'm saying? Like they always want you
Wait,
to do
what?
better. They always want you to be somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Can we talk about them not being satisfied for a minute?
That's what I was talking about. The
Yeah,
unsatisfaction
no, I'm
clause in
saying like
women.
let's stay on
It was
this
kind of
topic.
it was kind of that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like this nigga is the man. He did just run through a whole bunch of armies, but he ain't king, so this nigga ain't shit to you. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to go kill this nigga. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing enough.
That was a common theme that I kept seeing in everything that any write up I would see about this show, this movie, was that it was undoubtedly that he was a leader, he was respected, and he was brave. And
He
I
was a
felt like
goon too.
in those times,
That boy was a
I'm not
goon.
saying be content, but why can't that be enough? And then wait your turn. Like, why can't you? Is is it complacency? Like, I think people confuse content with complacency a lot, and I feel like Macbeth would have been content if he hadn't heard about the the predictions of the witches. And I think that is what put the battery in his wife's back. But we'll get to that later.
Yeah, that letter that he wrote her.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do want to bring that up as a short bus too. They only had them a couple of fighting scenes in there. I thought the fighting scene, the first fighting scene they had, I thought that was a dope one. The last one was kind of
I love the last one. You're
the
talking about
last one was kind of I liked how it ended and everything, but I felt they should have showed more of that. They could have, as far as a movie versus a play, they could have did a little bit more of him, you know what I'm saying, going through the armies. That would have probably, I think, added I think that would have heightened the movie as far as the,
that would
going in, starting it off, like, you know what I'm saying, the way they started off, it was just like, what am I preparing for? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I've never seen the play Macbeth, so this was new to me. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
In that
Yeah,
regard.
same here.
I say my little shortcoming. I'm gonna just toss it out there. It's probably like minor and whatever, but the scene where the ghost comes, the bloody corpse comes and haunts him. Like that was a big scene in the damn play, and they made it like quick. It was quick
Yeah,
as shit.
I
Like
I
it was.
agree.
I
I
was
agree.
like, dude, what the hell? Like that's it? Like that? all right, whatever. That was one of my big things. Like, yeah.
You knew about Macbeth before this, Jay?
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, they did an opera once, I think, when I was in New York. But like, I was into the operas when I was in high school, and so like
That's what's up.
this kind of shit would cross my path, and I remember the story. But again, I think I was more familiar.
Yeah, I
with
remember the story, but I
Yeah.
just never seen the play of Macbeth.
Yeah, I've never seen the play, but I remember hearing about the story, and I remember reading about Macbeth and Hamlet around the same time, and sometimes I get them crossed. But the theme I always took away from it
Bro,
was
didn't we have like a whole semester of like
Yeah.
Shakespeare in high school, Emil?
Yeah.
That
yes,
shit
we
was
did.
like,
Yes,
I
we
think that
did.
was
bro, that shit was drudge, bro. That shit was a
Man,
drag.
I
That whole
can't
semester.
even lie, man. That was the only
No.
time I paid attention in them
yeah,
classes.
dude. Some of that
Bro,
shit was
that shit was
fire, bro.
drag,
Like,
bro.
I was all over
No,
this.
it was no, y'all misunderstanding what I'm saying. The stories was dope because we had niggas like me, we had niggas like Lamel, we had niggas like James Doc, we had niggas who would take the shit and make it funny and we could, joke about it in a modern way. You know what I'm saying? So the stories we could relate to, but I'm saying, bro, we ain't go to school with the brightest of people like you did, Jay. You know what I'm saying? So having them niggas read that shit in class, dog, them days was long, my dog. That shit was a drag.
I'm not
Hell
gonna talk
no.
about people reading. I'm moving on. I'm not
Bro.
doing that. I'm not.
Y'all ain't had to read aloud in class,
We did, and I was the person that
bro.
would.
Hey.
Oh my god,
But no.
nigga
I
can
could
recite
write-
all the words to Bone Thugs, but nigga read some Shakespeare. It was a goddamn
Stuttering like a
puzzle
motherfucker.
for his ass.
Mike, who hurt
I'm
you?
gonna be somebody. I'm gonna be somebody.
No, wait. Before we move on
Go.
from the shore bus, the one thing I really want to ask everyone here is: was anyone shocked, or did anyone catch all of the synonym, the way they would use death and love in synonym of each other? Like, to show love is to die. Like, it's not true love if you're not willing to die for it or kill for it. There was
Yeah, that was all in the poetry. Yeah,
that was all in
written
the
all
poetry, everything
Yeah.
that was being spoken, and I thought that was
That was the yin and the yang, man.
yeah. And I think today, if you love that hard, they call you a simp. But back then, you were passionate.
Nah,
Mm-mm.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
nah.
I think people who love like that are considered a simp today.
There's other
No, it's not
activities
that you
that
love
come with
like that.
simping.
Is you getting
Yeah.
used like that, nigga?
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
you a simp.
There you go.
Oh, okay. I've been out of the game for a minute, guys. I don't use condoms, so I can't.
I was gonna say because I got about five little reasons. Upstairs.
And we're moving on.
I came out the gate not using them motherfuckers. So.
Yeah, we know, motherfucker. We know. We know.
You better catch up. You gotta be quicker than that.
You gotta be quicker than that.
You gotta be quicker.
That was
Got you,
also
bitch.
the rating of his vlog game.
Oh hell no, man! Let's get it. Let's get it moving.
You want to crown them? Then crown their ass.
I crown Zoe.
Yes, young king in the making, making young kings.
So I
Oh,
kicked this one off too.
Mm.
So of course, this is a Denzel film, but he didn't get the crown for me.
I agree.
I give my crown to Ross. That's Alex Hassell. I thought, bruh, played his role very well. And I have to give my queen. I felt this motherfucker, gave us the usual him.
Come on.
Malcolm, Harry Melling. I felt it was just usual him.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, run that back.
Harry Melling.
Harry Melling.
All I saw was Harry Potter. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can see.
Nah, hold on, wait. I gotta find this character. I'm missing. Oh yes, Harry Melling. Yup.
Come on, man.
Red
I just saw
salamander
Harry
looking
Potter.
motherfucker.
Yep.
Get him out of here. Get him all the way out of here.
That
I ain't
same
think
weird
he did
ass stare he does in every movie. Like,
That's just his
same
eyes, man. That's
his
his
eyes
eye
are always
sockets,
shocked.
man.
He's
His eye
always
sockets.
he's always shocked. I'm always shocked. Why does we hold our tongue? Because you didn't do shit, bitch. Shut the fuck up.
Man,
Damn.
Yeah, I
I
God
don't
damn.
know, man. Y'all
I'm with
niggas.
I'm
I
with
think
I
Zoe.
that's
wonder.
a little slight way hate though. I say my king definitely gonna go to Kathryn Hunter.
Kathryn
That's
Hunter.
who
The
played
witch.
the
Yeah,
witch, and she also
Oh
played the old man.
man, when she did the whole contortionist shit, I was like,
Oh,
Yeah.
goddamn.
Yeah.
do you
What
think that
the
was
that
hell?
real
was
or CGI?
that scene right there locked me into the movie. She
Absolutely.
really came through with a performance in that scene.
Can I just say
And,
something?
and at the end when she did the little flap and flutter that sounded like
Man,
the wings, oh man, bro, I was locked in from that point.
I gotta get that to you, Mike. That's a good one.
All that scene made me think was that flexible bitches are overrated.
I knew your freaky,
Like, because if I'm fucking
freaky
you
mother.
and I gotta smell your feet at the same goddamn time, why? That's too much. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. That's all I kept thinking was like, is this a position I would want to put my dick in you?
Freaky J.
I gotta be
Let
that.
me
Nobody else thought that.
no. I
No.
gave my queen or my king. I gave my king to Frances McDormand. She played Lady Macbeth.
I'm mad at it.
Okay.
I thought she did a phenomenal job at just doing all that egging on.
No, she was
Her
raw.
yeah, and I felt
Yeah.
like she definitely held her own in the scenes with Denzel, which I was like, damn, okay, she doing her thing. Um, her emotions
She
was on
phenomenal.
point.
Bridget,
Is she? Oh
Bridget,
shit!
Yo,
every
That's
time I
what's up.
saw her on the screen, I just kept hearing a bitch in my ear saying, "You gonna let him talk to you like that?
Yeah,
Let him
yeah,
talk
yeah, yeah. I know you ain't gonna let this shit ride. I know you ain't gonna let this shit
Oh,
ride.
oh, you got all that lip for me, but when that mother
Right. Man, and then as a runner-up king, I want to shout out Christopher Marlowe, who is believed to be the real person that wrote all of Shakespeare's plays because that motherfucker got some hits. Well, I don't it's a controversy. I don't think Shakespeare wrote all this shit. So shout out Christopher Marlowe, man. I'm gonna give him his flowers.
So I agree with every distinction that we've made on this podcast so thus far.
hold on, we ain't done though. Did
I
Zoe say
know
his?
Zoe said his. Zoe kicked it off, and I agree with Zoe.
Yeah, I kicked mine off.
My
Who
king
yours?
is my king is gonna be Alex Hassell. I'll never defame Denzel,
That's
but
who Zoe said, right?
yeah, and I agree with
Yeah,
Right.
that.
he
That's what I'm
went
saying. Like I
crazy.
agree with
Yeah.
he played because the whole time he reminded me of that snake motherfucker in Game of Thrones that just kept jumping from family to family. And I was like,
Yeah.
and the whole like anytime I latch onto a character and I'm like, you need to die. Like, and he just escapes, I'm like, you're the man, right? So Alex Hassell did a phenomenal job as Ross.
He did.
Now,
He
this is
did.
my queen is where you're gonna see my petty.
Oh shit. Is it Corey Hawkins?
How did you know?
Cause I'm with you, Jay. That's right there. I'm right
God
there with you.
damn, man.
I was
How?
gonna say that's my queen as well. I was
He
slight way
was
gonna give
hella
it to
Dr. Dre and
Denzel.
Shakespeare.
I was slight way gonna give it to
Come
Denzel.
on, man.
But then I said, you know what? Denzel got to be my runner-up king for him to be able to Denzel his way through
And kill it.
movie.
Yeah, he
And
definitely.
I feel that.
He Denzel'd his way through that joint.
Devil
And
in
I'm
a
like,
blue
bro, for you to
dress,
do that and pull it
Malcolm X,
off,
the Devil in a blue dress, and fucking Malcolm X have guaranteed that I will never say anything negative about Denzel's acting. Never.
this
Shit.
shit was like
Those
Little fires everywhere.
this shit was like
That's cool.
Hamlet and Malcolm and Marie.
I was like, was it little fires everywhere?
Yeah,
No,
we're not talking. No, it's the little things.
it's the little things. That's what.
We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about the equalizer.
Oh, we did. Hey, y'all could go back to TruVuePodcast.com and find out what the fuck we said because we was
Which
dead
we
ass.
just did was talk over everybody. But yes, Corey Hawkins, I
I,
You know what my issue was? Is I did not like him in Straight Outta Compton.
you so
And-
goddamn petty.
Hey, he was a whole ass Dr. Dre though.
But how y'all gonna bring that to a whole nother movie, man? Come
The
on.
whole
Because he gave
time,
us the same nigga. He gave us
gave
the
us-
same nigga.
he gave us Dr.
Hey.
Dre in the shiny suit.
Hey,
He
this the
gave us
first
Chinese
time
food,
Jaden
Dr.
pulled
Dre.
up on the curb on me, and I didn't tell this nigga keep going, bro. I hopped in the car with him this time. I'm with him.
I don't know why. The whole when first off, when you hear that your entire family just got killed,
Yeah.
and you just like
Yeah.
all my chickens. Like, we ain't
Right.
talking about livestock. Like your whole my chickens. Like the fuck.
Wait, then what did he say? He said the kids, the premium kids. What the fuck he say?
I couldn't.
This nigga's the queen, because if we gonna have somebody behead the king, it can't be this nigga
at all.
But he didn't even come from the pussy.
What?
Huh?
That's how he was able to kill him.
No, I'm saying Denzel's the king as far as acting.
Oh,
We
you
can't
talking
have
about?
nobody.
I-
I'm talking about metaphysics.
I thought we
Yeah.
was talking about in the movie. Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I was like, he didn't come from the pussy, so that's how he got him.
Like, I get that this is a story, but if Ross had killed him, if Ross has been the one to double cross, I'd have been like, oh my fucking god. That would, or a
You
guy
could Julius Caesar that shit.
acted, right? You know what I'm
Wait,
saying?
you try to merge him with Julius Caesar. Et tu, Ross?
You see what I'm saying? You see,
Et
we
tu, Ross?
need to write some shit, Mel. Let's get together. But that's what I'm saying. It was just something about his character that just annoys me when I see it's two of them. It's him, and my second runner-up for the Queen,
Oh shit! What other black?
Sean Patrick Thomas, who played Monif, and he was in one.
Oh,
scene.
I'm with you.
I just don't
Now
like
that one, yes, I'm riding all the way with you on
Save the
him.
Last Dance, and I'm gonna tell you why. I was at a bar.
Jay's brother.
Damn,
That's why. That's fucking why. Every time they talk about the
you gotta get a wine, bro.
every time they talk about the safe black man, I'm him. I don't know why. I just don't like the comparisons. I'm not a fan of the fact that they say we look alike. Stop that shit. Fuck him. All right. He's corny. I don't like that shit. Keep me away from that motherfucking. Stop with the comparisons. All right. God damn it.
Y'all
Do
go to
not
the
like
same
him.
barber.
Stop it, Zoe. I swear to fucking bro. Flights. Yeah. Hey,
Same barber.
Look at me now. Look at me now.
are we switching? Just like that.
Yo. Did you say I want the Sean shit? Then give me the Sean shit.
He rubbing his shit.
That shit funny as hell, dog. Damn.
Oh shit.
Oh, that shit stupid.
All right. So I brought it up. I brought it up earlier about how I think the whole movie, this movie made me look at it differently. Look at the whole play differently. Like now, after watching this, I'm thinking like maybe it was the decree or whatever it is. The decree. I'm going back to the fucking other shit. The fucking maybe it was the vision that drove him crazy. Like they put it in his head, like, oh yeah, you gonna be king.
They put it in his head. He put it in his wife's battery. He put
You
the
sound
battery
far
in his
away,
wife's
Jay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So they put it in his. You're saying the witches put it in his head, and then he put the battery in his wife back when he told her what the witches said.
Yeah. Like I'm thinking, like, what if they never said anything to him?
Then you would have been content.
Exactly.
Then you would have been. You're right. You know what? Because
The seed was planted.
The seed was planted. But they never told him.
Mike, ready? Go ahead.
They never told him the tragedy of what would happen,
man,
with that power. But they told him
But it'll drive you crazy. That'll be like Like if you hear somebody like, man, you gonna win in a scratch off. You gonna win a lot of money on a scratch off. Your ass gonna go start going by like shit. Your ass then went broke and shit, and just so happen your ass win $1 on a scratch off or something. Like,
Can you say the same thing about profits?
yeah, I can.
What do you
Wholeheartedly.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Say the same
You
thing
know,
about
people giving prophecy and
Mhm.
the person taking it too literal, or on the hunt for the prophecy.
Man.
Well, I think that's religion in itself, right? Like, I think that's the invention of organized religion, right? The
True.
idea that when in your most moment of this, that's why when you want to spread religion or it starts in the poorest of areas. It starts with people with despair, without hope. And then you sell them hope and then they buy the dream, right?
Mhm.
And that's the offering. And fucking Macbeth was shit. You know what, Mel? You got a good point. Because it starts with the witches. And you know what witches rhymes with?
Brooms.
Bitches. Fucking bitches, bro. It's always a bitch. It's always a goddamn funky ass bitch. I've always wanted to be able to say that, and I finally.
I felt like Tiger Woods felt when that Dave Chappelle thing kind of like for shizzle. I always wanted to say that.
I hate your brain because you remember the shit where it's always a corny black dude, and it's for some reason it's like right on the fucking forehead, bro. Like, why every time I do some shit, you remember the corny black dude? Never mind. Don't answer that. Let that slide. Mike, you're gonna say something, bro? Were you gonna speak?
I'm trying to really debate if I agree with that point Lamel making or not.
He has
it's
a strong
it's
point.
a point, but
It's a
I
strong
don't
point.
necessarily.
Bro, this is Jordan in the flu game with that.
I mean, I get what he's saying, that they put the vision in his head or whatever, or told him he would once be king or whatever. But I think it's like, to me, it's like when you do something bogus
Mm-hmm.
and somebody else brings something up to you, and you like, oh, what you know what I mean? You like, oh, how you know? And they not even talking about that, and you just have the guilty conscience more so.
But that's because someone
these
put it in his.
motherfuckers knew it though.
That's what I'm saying, and that's my thing. The reason why I'm with Mel on this is because
They even told him how you gonna die.
If you think about it, it's all about what is your reality. That's why as kids we never knew we were poor. Like, I'll speak for myself. I told my brother, I remember having a conversation with my older brother, and I was like, yo, I don't remember struggling in Jamaica. I don't remember struggling as a kid. I don't remember being poor. And he said, that's the convenience of a child's eye. Because as a kid, you don't know that you're like, this is struggle. Like, I'm just like, yo, I eat, I go to school, and I get to play all fucking. I have a roof.
Shoes. I get to play.
Happy.
Yeah.
I'm fucking happy. And he was like, that's the convenience of a child's eye, because it's like, nah, motherfucker, you don't know what mommy had to do or what I had to do to make that happen. And that was the same thing with Macbeth. If he didn't know that there was power beyond the admiration and the respect that he got from his men and the little bit of like love that he got from the king in thanking him for going out and doing what the king wasn't doing, he would have just been content in being Macbeth and being great. And then you suddenly start like putting that in front of him, and suddenly that admiration and that admiration now turns into ambition, and that ambition now turns into just fucking, I don't want to say hatred, but just lust, bloodlust, darkness, man. Like,
and then too, to add to it, you not only tell you the greatness that you're gonna have, but what your downfall is. So this motherfucker went and tried to wipe out everybody. They like, oh no, they not getting me.
Yeah, that explains it. Because at one point I was throughout it. I was
Shoot
like,
program, nigga.
24-hour lockdown. But that's true, because at one point I myself started thinking, I was like, but why? Why is this all this death necessary? You know? And
Man.
you're absolutely. I'm way too drunk, guys. We need to. Whew.
What
I
other
had a
movies?
I had a couple look at me's. I got two of them.
Okay.
One,
I got one, but I'll let you go first.
Yeah, I only got one.
when it first started off,
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of annoyed with the black and white,
Man,
but
I
I
love
loved
that
how
shit.
they did the
The angle,
Titan screen.
Titans the screen.
Yeah.
Love that.
But as the movie went on, and the way they used the black and white to transition in and out of scenes, and go to moving to different areas and going from different dialogue and stuff like that, I was like, this shit is actually very artistic.
It's cold, man.
And the plain white background, with the textured, the texture patterns in the clothing with the black and everything. I thought that was all smooth. I thought that was real cold.
Beautiful.
I thought that was, along with the texture of language, I think that was probably my favorite thing of the movie. The transition.
Yeah. And I think to add to what Mike is saying, that was really the biggest thing with the look at me for me as well. But the special effects with the editing on it too, like how
the crow,
the two witches were in the water and then appeared, you know what I'm saying? After they got the message off to them. I thought that shit was dope. Like last night when I watched it, I wasn't just paying attention to that shit. But once I peeped it today, this morning, I'm like, oh shit, wait, they kind of snapped with all of this. The way it all just gelled together.
Yes.
My second
go ahead, Mike.
My bad. Did you have something to add to that?
No, I was just saying, I was just gonna say I agree with you.
Yeah. My second look at me would be, why wasn't this pushed anywhere? I didn't even hear about it. I don't know.
I heard about this a while ago and I was excited. Like,
this is America.
I sent that message. Like, I sent the message right when I think I heard about this. Like, it was last year. I want to say around October.
You heard about this last year?
Around October, yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear about this shit.
I was like, oh shit, Denzel doing Macbeth.
No, I saw something like that. Denzel was on set doing some Shakespeare shit. I saw that somewhere.
In all fairness, like I was looking forward. I wanted when you mentioned it in the group chat, and I wanted to see it. And at first, I was like, maybe it was my brain being crazy, but the only person I saw playing Macbeth was Chidwell, the guy from Four Brothers. Remember the black dude?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we know Chidwell.
So he would have been dope. He would have been dope because again, like he's British, he has the vernacular, he can carry the cadence and everything. It's in his blood. And that
he can stiffen his walk.
He could stiffen his walk.
I tell you, it's the stiffest.
I'm telling you, the when he was going up that ramp, I was like, oh my fucking god. Malcolm about to go preach to the fucking pulpit. Like
he put that swag on it.
That nigga
he
was
put
in
that
fences.
swag on it though.
This nigga was in fences.
So with him, I'm ignoring that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. But Viola had snot in her nose on a movie screen. We're not doing that. That Fences is
Denzel low key snapped in that shit too though. But
you think I gotta fucking like you? Let's move on.
You know how many times I done told my kids that?
Oh my god. Let's move on. God
Nigga,
damn
this shit was a raffle ticket when I nutted in your didn't know what was coming back.
It's getting too real. It's getting too real. It's getting too fucking real. So,
this was a raffle ticket at the grocery store, boy.
The black and white. Yeah.
The black and white.
Exactly.
Ooh, Jesus Almighty. Ja, your son is calling. So the black and white, right? Like it didn't bother me as much because it always is an indicator for me that I need to pay attention to dialogue, and a strict and more so than I normally do. Like this is a strict dialogue movie. That's
Yeah,
number
I
one.
get no, Jay, I understand that and I get that, but as I mentioned earlier, like the Shakespeare that we normally was getting, it kind of brought it to life. And with the color, I kind of want to see Macbeth brought to life a little bit more than that, I guess. And
I don't. Not this story though. I
not
think
this story.
Macbeth. Not this story. I think Othello and
You
Romeo and
think
Juliet.
that scene when they was fighting on the bridge
Man,
in color would have hit harder with
high
you know
vibrant blood.
Well, that's gonna go to my
clouds in the
next.
background and all that other
That's
shit.
gonna go to my next point, right? Because the next thing I noticed was, so they had the black and white, and I loved how they had these modern, like almost symmetric, like fully symmetrical castle, right? If you think about it, the only thing that was resemblance of that time was probably where he met up with his boy. Let me get his name real quick. Where they met up with this boy to get him out of here. Um, the one with the bushy ass eyebrows. Oh fuck!
Oh
I
yeah, I
think it
know you
was.
talking about Banquo.
Yeah, I think that's his name. But
That would be the
basically,
ghost. Bloody
yeah, the
ghost.
one that was the bloody ghost. So up outside of that, everything was very clean, very modern, straight lines. That's not indicative of the time. That's very modern in itself. And filming it in black and white, it makes you kind of it makes it more digestible. And immediately when I saw this, I even texted Lamella. I was like, "Yo, didn't Kanye use this as a treatment?" And I just went back to the Good Friday series when they would drop those videos, and I don't remember the fucking song, but it's the one with him, Two Chains, Drake,
Good Friday.
and yeah. So you know what I'm talking about. And so
I
that
told
type
him it was diamonds. I was like, yeah, I think he did it for diamonds, didn't
was it Diamonds?
It was for
Okay.
diamonds too, yeah.
So you see the treatment in modern times in how it's interpolated, and so are interpreted, and so like the way it was shot to me was even more so beautiful because it was not too far off my familiarity and absorbent, and it didn't feel old because I think when it feels old mixed with the old language it becomes boring because Macbeth is really that story is really just the meme of the old man chasing the money and then the money getting the money but at the end of the fucking cliff that we've all seen. Like that's all Macbeth is. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my look at me. If that makes sense.
it? It did actually.
I
A little shocked
appreciate
that
that.
it did.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it be the liquor. Like I'm better with drink. I'm a better drunk. I like if I drink,
It is everyone's favorite game show. Rename that movie.
Yo,
I didn't
name
know
this
how long I didn't know how long that rant was gonna be, man. I was like, come on, bro.
I don't feel like that was
I did it because I did the drink the drink because
I'm
when
better drink. Drink better.
drink when you better more better blues. What?
Mo Better Blues. That's another one. That's another one. None of them motherfuckers could play a trumpet. Did you know that?
God damn it.
None of them could play a trumpet.
Hey, the trumpet is hard as fuck to play, boy.
None of them could play a trumpet. And
Mike,
I think
you
it was
with me,
done-
Mike. Me and Mike are here, right? Like, God damn it. Why I say that? Why did
Oh god! Look, Mel, you gonna eat your cornbread?
you ain't get my goddamn cornbread?
All right, let's move on then. Where we at?
Mike was
the
finna say
the McRib is back.
the McRib is the McRib is black. There you go.
Yeah, the McRib is black. Yeah.
She made me do it.
She made me do it. Okay. All right.
Boy, yeah, that's a good one. Y'all know that's
Either
a
get
good
down or lay down.
Ooh.
Fuck them kids.
What kids?
When he threw that bitch off the fucking balcony, fuck them kids, bro. That's all.
Oh yeah.
You gonna let him talk to you like that? Okay, what else I got? Anybody else? You got every
3 old hags.
This is my biz now.
A king's ransom.
Hey, that's too literal. That's too literal. Pass round lady.
Damn.
Take it in blood.
Get it back in blood.
Get it back in blood.
Everybody started playing that shit.
Get it back. Get it in blood. Get it in blood. That's it. That's it. You can't. That's number one. You can't beat that. Get it in blood. Get it back
that's
in
a rap. Yeah, that's a rap.
Get it. Are we saying get it back in blood or get it?
Get it black in blood.
Okay, get it back in blood. That's it, man. That
Yeah.
Oh man, we ain't never hit a rename that quick.
Mama's cooking.
You who?
Mama's cooking.
Nah,
You smell what the rock is cooking.
no.
Get it black in blood.
Get it black in blood.
That'll do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the official rename for the Tragedy of Macbeth, currently streaming on Apple TV Plus. That's going to be Get It
Black in
Black in Blood. I don't know why it's black, but I'm assuming it has something to do
blood.
with
Black and white.
Black and white, yeah, that's what I
Black
think.
and white. You can get it black in blood.
I just want to give my overall, like, real quick before we go.
That's usually what we do.
Yeah, I know, but I want to jump out of the window real quick.
Whoa.
I will recommend this.
You're gonna call that Get Macbeth.
Who would you recommend this to? Like, if you
Everybody.
recommended this to me, I don't know how I would feel about you.
But I did. I had recommended it to everybody.
Here's my thing, right? Like,
bro, I wanted to come home and get high. I didn't want to watch this shit.
I think it's better. I think it's better to watch it. No, man. I think in this day and age, we need to give each other the credit of being able to look beyond the obvious, right? And I think life between the metaverse, between social media, life in itself is a parody. And when you can find so much symbolism in a film that is still related to whether or not you're living in that parody or you're living in the real world, like, it's hard not to want to bestow that. And for me, the ability to be content and happy. Why was everyone laughing? All right, I'm gonna just talk to Mike because I feel like he's the only one paying attention. But I think it's very important to learn to be happy and to be content without being complacent. You can still have ambition without all of that. And Macbeth is an example of what happens when you let that ambition turn dark because of your lack of content. Why is this funny?
All I'm hearing in my head is that wrap that shit up. Wrap that shit up, B.
This nigga's weird. He's just cracking the fuck up.
Again, if you're looking for a podcast host, I've had a year's worth of experience, been doing this twice a week. I am clearly fine with trauma and all sorts of I'm clearly fine with it. They dealt with it.
Oh God, Jesus help me, Lord.
But absolutely love this. Recommend it. And I might watch it again just because
So
I
you
feel
say
like
you recommend it to everybody.
Everybody, bro, because we are all chasing something. We all want more out of life. And I think it's like this is a warning tale. Like, this is the PBS special in ambition letting your ambition take over who you are. You can never there's nothing wrong with being ambitious, and there's nothing wrong with not wanting to be complacent. But when you let that cloud your morality, that's when you lose. And we saw that here. It was plain as fucking day. It's a forever reminder in that not all money is good money. Not all publicity is good publicity. You see what I'm saying? Have some kind of standard and have some kind of stand for something. What they say, stand for something or you'll fall for anything.
That's it.
That's it, right? Yeah. So I'd recommend this with anyone. I definitely recommend. And you know what? Love the fact that they kept it in the old language and they did not put a modern spin on it, because I feel like the lesson that this film tries to show will go over a lot of people's heads if they were talking about Instagram and talking about like and saying shit things like finna and bitch and we about to what do you guys say?
Hey.
Whoa
Are you
there.
coming against Chicagoans, man? That's what I feel like. Man.
Whoa there, buddy. No, we got to speak his language. Whoa there. Hey, everybody just calm down and take a chill pill.
When did I
Hey,
become
simmer down now?
Simmer down now. Simmer down.
Hey, what are you bucking up about, huh?
You're
Count to 5.
I've never counted to 5. Don't you ever
Count to 5.
I can see Jay on that 3, 2, 1.
No, I
1,
mean
2, 3. What the heck is bothering me?
Wait. Were you just lip singing it while he was saying it?
Yeah, I know that shit.
Oh my God, no.
Man, look,
would you recommend this to somebody?
For a person who has the train of thought on the point Jay was making, yes, but
you would have to know that person is into like the artsy,
that type of person,
dialogue type of movies and all of that type of shit.
Yeah, but that's only if you care that they like they look to you as like the Zagat recommendation. Like I'm not trying to be the Zagat recommendation. I'm trying to like bestow upon you something that I think is teaching you a lesson for life.
You're trying to coach these.
Slow down. This nigga bestoweth upon. Stop that bullshit right now. We ain't gonna carry this shit on past this episode.
He looking here like, wait, I wrote down all these words. I got them all. He checking them off as he say them.
To the TruVue podcast.
And see that right there is why I would only recommend it to that lane of person. Because everybody else gonna be like, bro, like what the fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
But
y'all still got my Webster dictionary. That shit is on the phone now. It's an app.
Like on the real Jay, I can't tell my boy Hector to go check this out. He might not fuck with this.
Well, he doesn't speak English, so I don't feel like
he speaks English. I'm just saying
as a first language.
Well, I'm just saying he speaks English.
He say he's speaky. Goddamn it, he's speaky.
Oh God, we're going.
And I said I would suggest this to fans of theater more so than anything.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. You got to have a certain niche of people that you putting this out to. I don't think it's for everybody.
No, this is definitely not for everybody. But I was excited to do it. So,
did you guys get any lessons from this, or like, did you guys take anything from this while you watched it, or were you? So then, I mean,
they was spitting game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how spread this with everybody?
But if anything,
bruh, I'm on your side, man.
Gonna help you get some bitches. Shakespeare will help you get the bitches. You just got to use all of this. These motherfuckers that don't know how to talk to people nowadays, go back and listen to this. Write down a couple lines and hit them with that. They're gonna be like, "Oh shit, okay." Even if you dumb,
we got another crazy one over here.
Look at that.
That's what's gonna happen to you.
You lay that shit on them, man. What was the one? Lay down your life or something, or whatever he said about the love.
If you guys go to if you pause when he catches her after she faints, you'll know the scene I'm talking about. Pause it. That is not Denzel holding up that woman.
I'm pretty sure
that is the stunt. And if you pause it, the stunt double is a white man. I'm just saying. I think that's funny. If you pause it, the
You
stunt
gotta
double
give
is a white
you
man.
gotta get the minute markers when we do that, Jay.
All right, okay.
Are you
the-
talking about the scene when the king has died or whatever?
Yes, and
I thought that was one of the help.
Denzel wasn't down there though. I don't
Yeah.
think.
I thought he was coming down the stairs when she fainted.
no, he was already in front of her by then
No,
because he had already done the if the love da bullshit. Oh, I know this.
no, because I think what had happened in that scene was Denzel had that worried look, like he was like, "Oh shit!" Like I think they know. So she
Yeah, he
did
had
this shit
that,
as a
out of
distraction.
time look.
Again,
He's classically trained, Michael. He's classically trained.
Do y'all think Will Smith could have did a Macbeth?
Hell
hell no.
no. Hell no. Hell no.
I like how that was universal.
I love Will. I love Will to death, man. I love his spirit. I love his energy. But bruh, hell no. He can't. But then with us saying that, Will will do some
Hey,
shit.
wait.
He gonna go get trained and do this shit.
Hold on.
Will go train and do that shit just to prove a motherfucker wrong, which I love that spirit about him. So yeah, Will, you can't do it. So go do it.
Minute 42 minutes and 53 seconds. He takes his final steps, ascension down the stairs. And then he says, and with that, and in that heart, let that courage be known. I'm sorry. In that heart, courage to make his love known. And at that point, she faints and falls into his arms. If you turn and pause at exactly,
so you read this somewhere.
Yeah, at exactly,
man, I thought that was your damn time.
43:09, it's a white man carrying her after she fell in front of Denzel and he caught her. Trust me, I know this.
Hey Jay,
yeah,
I'm glad you did your research, but you know we got a section called "To Look at Me," right?
This has been an episode of the TruVue podcast. On behalf of my co-host, I want to say fuck you to Mike. A quick fuck you to Zoe and Mel. Just a quick fuck you to you, just because I don't know.
It's all good.
You're here, bro. You're here. Shout out to Venti Vibes. It's always love to Venti Vibes. Never fuck you to Venti Vibes. Go catch them. Go find out your DIY needs and your.
Go find out your DIY.
You know what? I've been drinking.
I will. I did want to bring up.
I've been drinking.
I did want to bring up though. Do you think that the it being, I think it was rated R, was it necessary?
No.
Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
Wasn't no titties.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't see no blood. Really, nothing. Like I didn't.
Which was graphic. The language was graphic and descriptive.
You gotta be an adult to even read the damn subtitle.
Right.
We did this shit in high school, Mike. We did this shit in high school. God damn it.
All right.
I don't know. I honestly don't think it needed a rated R, but
Let's go home, guys. I'm ready to leave. I don't want to be here anymore. Like, cut it out. Like, let's go home. I want to go see my baby. This has been an episode of the True. Lamel, come on, do your thing. Let's get us out of here.
hey, TruVue Podcast.
TruVue Podcast. You know what we say. Go watch some shit.
And it was rated a TruVue Podcast.
Oh my God, 3. A 3.
Find out. 1, 2, 3.
I want to go home. 3. Go watch this shit. Go learn some shit. Be happy with what you got. Be content, but keep that hustle alive. This is a TruVue Podcast. Go watch some shit.
Sponsored by Jameson. TruVue Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
Your boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny. Yeah.
Son.
they really speak their truth. What the hell was that?
Here.